welcome to UTV Guna and our show, The Roaring Gunners from the City of Joy, with Sauradeep from the Arsenal Bengal official supporters group. Hi, bro, how are you?
I'm great, man. Having a good time here. And how are you, man, my friend? I hope things are, better in England right now.
Yeah, I'm okay. Been working, busy. We got a long weekend here because Monday's a bank holiday as it's the Queen's funeral. Back to Premier League action this weekend after last weekend, all the games got cancelled. Unfortunately for us as well, the Europa League game got cancelled. uh, on Thursday as well. So our last two games have been cancelled. So really looking forward to watching our boys play again tomorrow. Early kickoff, playing to an earlier time, and must win. We want to get revenge on Brentford. But before we talk about that game, let's talk a little bit about some of the latest news that's come out. So first of all, Mikel Arteta was given the Manager of the Month award for August. Really well deserved. Have the best record in the league in August. We were top of the league, so really good. And when you compare it to the start we had last season, and how bad August was for us last season, it's such a big turnaround.
Yeah, very deserved. I think, the way we started, it's been 5 wins on the trot and then a decent performance, although the result that we got against United was disappointing, but the performance was superb, I do believe. So, yeah, deserved for sure. Mikel Arteta, he has deserved it every bit. And I think this is the way to kickstart because the way it happened last time, he got the you know, manager of the month award, and then we went on and lost some games. We can't afford to do that this season. This time around, I must say, and it's a good start for us, and we'll have to just keep on going now. The momentum is, we just can't let the momentum, stop at this very moment because we'll have to keep on performing the way we were. And I know there are some issues with the injuries and something like that, but now we have to just press, just should, what should I say, push the button and just propel ourselves forward.
Yeah, for sure. It's a great start. We got to continue it. We talk about taking it game by game. We know October is going to be really difficult. A lot of difficult games in there. We've actually moved the Man City game because we need to play that Europa League game before the break for the World Cup. So that Man City game is now going to be later in the season, the Everton game as well. So that's going to cause issues with fixture pile up towards the end of the season. But what can you do? These things happen, and we just got to focus on game by game. So next up, Brentford. We know what happened with them last season. Really difficult game for us. It was really bad timing. They got us at a good time where start of the season we weren't fully prepared with our transfer business. Then we had some injuries. We have a COVID situation as well with Aubameyang and Lacazette not playing. They played well. It was a real hostile atmosphere. Their first game in the Premier League, but that wasn't us. Yeah, that wasn't how we would normally perform. Now we're in a much better place. I'm sure we're going to show them tomorrow what we're all about and that we're levels above them. And I'm expecting a really comfortable win. What's your thoughts on the game?
I don't really expect a comfortable win as you are expecting. I really don't know whether it will be comfortable or not, but I'm expecting a win, that's for sure, because last season was a completely different situation. It was an horror show, if I remember it perfectly. It was a 2-0 opening day of the week, and then losing like that in the very first game was kind of a very huge blow for us. It's a completely different situation, I believe, because the way it was last season was we were having injuries and we didn't have the players that we have right now. Also, these issues with Aubameyang and Lacazette, as you clearly said, and it was their first Premier League game as well, coming back to the being promoted. So it was a different scenario, different game, all ball game altogether. This season we are the informed team. The way we have been playing is superb. The way you are coming in this game, I think it's very. I'm very optimistic. I'm not really sure that whether it will be a comfortable victory for us, whether it will be a cakewalk for us. But I really am expecting a victory because I think we have enough artillery to be defeat Brentford at their home. But remember, they washed away United in this fixture just a few weeks back. So I am expecting a hard fought game, but I hope that we get a victory.
Yeah, in terms of our lineup, we don't know the exact situation with the injuries. Yesterday's press conference said there won't be an update until today. We heard some reports that Zinchenko has been injured in training, so that was a blow. But the good news we heard is that Thomas Partey is back into full training. Hopefully, he'll be able for tomorrow's game.
Yeah. Why not? If he's fit, if he's training well, then why not? But I think we have another issue. I think with Ben White now. I think Ben White having an issue regarding which he was not, called up into the England squad. Same goes for Emil Smith Rowe as well. As Arteta said clearly, that he's having a groin issue for a long time now, and it's tending towards a serious stage that where they're just not even sure about what is the reason it's been happening. I really don't know what's been happening down there. Smith Rowe's injury is another thing, another concerning thing for us. Same goes for White as well. But if Partey is back, we have to start him because I think Lokonga and Xhaka, they're good. But I think Lokonga is not that, hitting not at that level right now to play in the Premier League week in, week out. I think Partey surely is going to be my first choice if he's fit.
Okay, and in the right back situation, as you mentioned, Ben White, he's been playing at right back. We know Tommy Yasu was injured at the start of the season, but he's been working his way back to full fitness. By now, he is fully fit. So if he is fully fit, would you bring him back in, or would you stay with Ben White?
I'm gonna go for Takehiro. I'm gonna go for Takehiro because Ben White is not fit. There is seriously an issue or whatever it is. I'm gonna go with Takehiro at this moment because Takehiro has done well. The way he has played, he has done well. Yeah, he was injured. White did the job exceedingly well. But if he's fit now, if there is a concern regarding the health of White, at this moment, I'm gonna go with Tomiyasu. Takehiro rather. I was saying. So I'm gonna go with him. If White is completely fit and if he's fine to go, then I may gonna play White. But if there is an issue that I've been getting the news that there may be a slight issue with Ben White. That's what maybe which played a huge part in Gareth Southgate not calling him into the England squad. Then I'm going to go with Tomiyasu.
Okay, and looking at Brentford now, so as you were saying, they done well last season, but they done well this season as well. Man United at home, 4-0. Last season they played well against the bigger teams at home. I remember they gave Chelsea a really hard game. Chelsea were very lucky to win that one. Liverpool as well, very well in that game. So it's difficult there. What do you think the dangers are there?
Yeah, they're a great team. The likes of the players that they have, they're decent players. Tony, in particular, if I say, I think he has got an England call up as well. So that shows the quality that they have in the squad. Thomas Frank, I think the way he has managed this club through the championship to the promotion, and now the way they are playing, it's kind of very admiring, as I like to say. So yeah, they're always a threat, and at home they are decent as well. With their support behind their back, they're a dangerous side. But we can't be complacent against them because they're a good side. We have to expect and we have to respect the opposition and play according to that. But I really do believe that if we play according to our potential, we're gonna get a victory. I think it should be 3 points for us if we play according to the way we must play.
Okay, what's your correct score prediction?
I'm gonna go with man. We are not getting clean sheets at the moment, so I'm gonna go with Brentford 1-3 cross. 3-1 Arsenal. I'm gonna go with that.
Okay, that'd be great. Hope we can get that win. This is about another key feature of the weekend. So too late to talk about the Man City game because they're playing at the moment already 2-0 up. They're looking so good. I've got to say, Haaland just can't stop scoring. So yeah, that looks like
That
another one there for
that
them.
guy is a super. Haaland is completely out of the world, man. The way his goal scoring record is insane, man. I I personally thought that he's gonna take at least a couple of months to settle in England, but my goodness, I was so wrong, man. He is an outstanding player. I have to admire and respect the way he's playing, and he's been banging goals. He always finds a way to score a goal, which is amazing for a striker, and his ability, unquestionable and daunting forward man. Super player. I have to say that. I have to give it to Man City. They're very lucky to have him, and the money that they paid for him was, it's a joke, absolute joke. It's something like double bargain, maybe triple bargain. If you can, multiply the level of their bargain that they had. He's complete. If someone like Harry Maguire is 85 million, who's a centre back, my goodness. He then Erling Haaland maybe 400 million, 300 million. I'm gonna go like that. So super player. I'll have to give it to City for the way they have signed him, and he's going to be a great addition to the Premier League, I believe. Not so good for the opposition, but great for Man City.
Yeah, what a player. The goals he scores, he's able to score all types of goals, and it's just so so difficult now when you're up against Man City. They're already a very good team, but with him leading the line now, it's going to be really hard for any of us to stop them winning the Premier League and for other trophies. But let's see. They've started the season well, but they have had a couple of shaky results. We saw it even against Borussia Dortmund, where they were trailing in that game, 1-0 down. Borussia Dortmund were playing really well. So as good as they are, they've still got a couple of weaknesses. So let's see how it goes. It's a long season, but yeah, definitely Haaland, what a buy. As you said, value for money. Like that is the bargain of a summer transfer window by far, you'd say. So let's move on to Tottenham, who are playing later today. They had a loss during the week against Sporting. That was really good to see. It was like 0-0 right up until late in the game, but then they conceded two late goals and lost that one 2-0. So let's hope they go on a bad run now, though. The team they're playing later today is Leicester, who are really struggling this season. So it's difficult to see Leicester managing to get anything there. But what's your thoughts on that game?
It should be easy for Tottenham, I think. The way they've been playing, they've been so poor, man. I really don't know what happened to them because they're most of the players that they used to have at that position, because they haven't lost the likes of Vardy, Ayose Perez, Jamie, James Madison, all these players, even Tielemans. So they haven't really lost any big name in from their squad. They're just not performing. It's been a collective failure, I believe. But maybe the player that they have only lost, I think, is Wesley Fofana. Was long season, but the performance is, irrespective of that, they've been so poor. Yeah, man, I really am not expecting a lot, but perhaps if they can get a draw, out of Tottenham, that will be great.
Yeah, let's hope so. Just as I was saying, with Man City as well as they've been playing, we saw it against Aston Villa, the team they were expected to beat, didn't manage to get the 1-1 draw. So we know in the Premier League, given day, teams are able to take points off each other. So yeah, let's hope Leicester can get something there. So all right, just to finish with then, I wanted to talk to you about the women's football starting. Great win for our girls last night. Really good performance. Your thoughts?
Sure, great start. The women have been doing exceedingly well, and I think the way the players that we have signed this season, Lena Hartig is a great player as well. Also, I think Ziopi Rose, he's a decent, she's a decent player. So yeah, they have been doing extremely well. I'll have to say, if under the guidance of Jonas Eidevall, I think the team is doing well. Vivian Miedema, Beth Mead, all these players, Kim Little as well. The way she has been performing, the way she scored goal yesterday was superb. The way we have started against Brighton, we completely, walked Brighton 4-0 yesterday, and I was watching, and I think the performance was decent. So we'll have to, suck up, and we'll have to do better this season, because for us, we can get to the WSL title this season, because last season we missed it out, by a whisker, because in that game against Chelsea, had we won or draw, then things could have been completely different. We would have been holding the title, but this season we're gonna have to do that. And I'm really optimistic about the WSL this season, and the way we are going to play.
Yeah, let's hope it's going to be a really successful season for our women's team and our men's team with progress at the end of the season. But first of all, for us now, for the men's team, got to take care of business tomorrow. It'd be nice to go back to the top of the table. I know it's very early, it doesn't mean that much at this stage, and we know how strong Man City are, but it looks like they're going to win their game. They're already 2 up. Wolves are down to 10 as well, so they're going to really suffer in that second half. But yeah, if we could win tomorrow, we'll get to the top of the league, and we'll be finishing there end of September as the team top of the league because after this goes the international break. So it'd be nice going into that North London derby, which is our first game back after the international break, to be top of the league.
Yeah, massive. You have to get a victory tomorrow because as you mentioned, we have lost. We haven't played against Everton, and the game that got cancelled because of the Europa League game as well. So we haven't played that much in the last couple of weeks, but we have to finish this juncture of the season with a victory because if we get a victory, as you said, we're going to be top of the league, and going into the North London derby on top of the league is some added incentive, and I'm gonna take it, because 2 weeks now we don't have any football. We were also didn't have many football in the last couple of weeks as well because we didn't play in any of our games. Everton got cancelled and PSV got cancelled. So this after this match is gonna be again a long 2 weeks gap, but hopefully we can have the added incentive like the cushion that we have in being at the top of the league. I think that's gonna seriously help us.
Yeah, let's hope so, bro. So that's all from us. Thanks for your time, bro.
Thank you very much. Thanks, appreciate it, and I really hope that we get the victory tomorrow because I think this is going to be an important match for us because now after this match, the likes of Tottenham, Liverpool, maybe, yeah, I know the City match got rescheduled, but we have some tough games. So this is the game for us, the last game where we are in a comparatively easier run because the next run, the next juncture of play is going to be a lot more demanding, a lot more difficult. So I hope that we keep up with a victory and we cap up with 3 points, which is going to give a lot of confidence to the team, to the manager, and to the supporters as well.
Let's hope so, bro. Come on, Arsenal. Let's get the win
Come
tomorrow.
on, man. Come on. Get a victory, Tomorrow is revenge time, I believe. Last season, what happened? It was quite shocking. Last season, I remember I was on a holiday and I was watching it, and it completely decimated my holidays there, man. It was kind of like, oh my god, what has happened, man? So hopefully we get a victory this time around.
Yeah, bro. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. We're in a much better place now, as we're saying, compared to last season. So confident we can get the job done. So yeah, that's all from us. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share.